Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. So some parts we have covered in the last session, and I'm very really sorry for these 3 days. I was a bit occupied. So we'll continue from today onwards. Okay. So these are some 8 shortcut keys, like accept this one and this one. Delete, delete. Some parts we will cover in today's session. Then we will move to the some formula parts. Okay. Where is my formulas? Yes, formulas tab is here. First one, second one, third one. Which one? Next matching. These are some assignments. On daily basis, I will share these assignments after each session. So, what is my today's topic? Do you have any idea? Like, last time we have covered up F2. What is the role of F2? As I taught you about what is what
To
is the
edit some cell or to edit some formula.
yes, editing some cell or formulas. Like, if I'm typing some this kind of mistake, just press F2 and you can edit something. So this is. Any doubt, guys? Or same thing if you are using if you are applied incorrect formula. So in that case, you can correct, you can edit. Understood? Once I will start formulas, then you will see what is the use of F2. In every formula, this F2 is very useful. This shortcut key. This one. Now the next one is creating all borders in the table or data. Okay. And the next one is removing all border in the data or table. What is the meaning of this data? Like, this is my first header. Second is Monday. Here I'm using one shortcut key. This is separate topic autofill series. Once I will start autofill series, then you will see how to add Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, how to add frequency of days like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, this is some separate topic. So right now I'm not telling you about autofill. Here I'm creating one data in front of you. These are some students and these are some employees. We have 7 employees. This is one random formula I will tell you after some time. This is score production per day. Like A1 has done 24 percentage, like 89, for example. This is now, if you noticed here, the data is not like looking good. My manager is saying, can you please add borders in your data? So what you can do, just press shift, right arrow, then control, hold your shift button and press control, then down. Now we have selected my whole data. This is alignment. Either here you can click or here you can use shortcut key Alt H. First press Alt, then press H. Then AL means alignment left side, alignment center, alignment right side. Just press AC. Now what is my next step? Again use Alt H, and B is used for borders. The moment if I press B, now here we have multiple options. Bottom, top border, left border, right, no border, all border. Which option is suitable for proper like to add all borders? Which one? Which command is suitable?
A.
A. Yes, press A. Is it looking good? with the proper format, with proper formatting. Now just again select first header, shift, control shift and right arrow, alt H and here by using left or downward button. Any doubt till this point? How to create proper data with proper formatting?
Sir, how did you color that the first row?
This is shortcut key, like just press control shift right arrow. Now we have selected first header, name Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now what is my next step? Again press alt. Now here H. H is the shortcut command of home tab. Just press H option. Now again we need to press H. Now we have entered in the highlighted theme colors. Now by here you can use down arrow, up arrow, left arrow, right arrow. So by this way we are applying the colors. We are adding we have added right now. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. So this is now my manager saying color is fine. Can you please remove the border? Just create copy this data. Now this is some different format. This first one is fine. Now I want to create another format. Just remove this border. This one by this way. How to remove borders? So here we have shortcut key Alt H B N. In the custom shortcut key we have same command Alt H B A, Alt H B for border, A for all borders. Same thing in the case of removing, how to remove borders. We have two shortcut. First one is same basic shortcut. Second one is control shift minus control shift underscore button underscore key. So first select your data. Now press alt. Then this is how to alt HB A. Here alt HB N for no border. Alt HB N. Now we have removed the borders. Any doubt how to add borders, how to remove borders? These are very basic things in the Excel, how to do formatting. These are some formatting parts which I will cover in the shortcut key stages. Guys, do you have any query? Any doubt?
Sir, during removing the border, you didn't select the first header, right?
Yes. Why? Because either you can select all data, but my requirement is just remove the border which is started from row number 3. This is my manager's requirement.
Okay.
Either you can remove all the border at one at a time. Like we have removed, but manager's requirement is just remove the border from row number 3 to row number 9. This is proper requirement that is given by our manager. Understood?
Yes.
So that is the reason I have removed the border from here. Either you can remove the border from here. Alt H B N. Now we have removed the border from whole data. If you select this part, if your cursor is started from row number 3, just press Control Shift right, then down arrow. Press Alt H B N. Understood?
Yes.
So these two parts we have covered up. Now, what is the meaning of Control Shift and plus option in your keyboard? The I think I have deleted something. The meaning of this option is inserting inserting rows or columns as per your selection. If you're selecting row number, then you can insert row. If you're selecting column, then you can select column. For example, now one more employee is hired in this month. Now this time we need to add like A8 is the employee. So how to add new employee in this data? Just hold on. How to add A8? Either you can write here in the last row, but the requirement is, can you please add A8 between A5 to A6? Understood my requirement?
Hmm.
Have you understood
Yes.
how to insert, how to add one new data in your table? This is simple way. Either here you can type and here you can type some score. But this is simple thing. But this is some advanced thing. So here we have two options. The first one is just put your cursor here and click on row number 8. Now we have selected row number 8. Now whole data of this row number is selected. Now what you can do, here we have options: insert option, delete option, formatting option. Just click on insert, and here you can click on insert sheet rows, this one, or you can click insert cell. Both are same, because this is my cell, this is my cell, and the same, what is the row number of this cell is 12. So this is also your row number and cell. Understood? And let me clear first thing, like how many rows in Excel, and how many columns, how many rows and columns in Excel. Like here, again I did one mistake. Just press F2 and remove this data, and now this is fine. This is autofit. How to autofit, like here, how to autofit this data into same cell. Shortcut key is Alt H O I. Alt H O mean format. I mean autofit column width. Just press I. Understood? How to autofit your columns width. Guys, understood? By this way. Now, I have mentioned one question, like how many rows and columns in Excel. So we have 10,000, sorry, 10 lakh 48,576 rows. We have some limitation in the rows in Excel. If you have like 15 lakhs data, 20 lakhs data, which is greater than this value, you can't add in Excel, you can't work. But again, you can use some database like MS Access SQL. Then you can add 20 lakhs data, 40 lakhs raw data set with the help of SQL. How to connect SQL with Excel, and then you can create some dashboards in your Excel. Understood? So if you have like 5 lakh data, then Excel is enough for creating a dashboard. So here we have some limitations. If you have 11 lakhs data, 12 lakhs data, So those data are not applicable for your Excel. Understood?
Okay.
Yes. And in my 8 years of experience, I have used 7 lakhs to 8 lakhs data, raw data set. Understood? So in the organization, if you are working somewhere, so if your data set is increasing day by day, so what will happen? They will combine SQL database with they will connect one of the SQL developer is working in your organization. She will connect your database, your Excel data. They will store your data in the SQL database. Then in the SQL you can tell them create a scenario on the basis of this dashboards on as per this requirement. Understood? In that case, right now we are learning about Excel. So let me focus to rows. So how many rows we have? Guys, how many rows we have? 10
10
lakh
lakh. Okay.
48,576. Okay, rows. 10 lakh 48,576. And how many columns? How to check columns? Just add one number and press Control R. Just copy it and paste it here. Now, if you're adding 1 plus 1 plus 1, this is your column 1, and here we have selected, like just press Control Shift and right arrow. Now we have selected A, B, C, all columns. How many numbers we have for columns?
16,384.
Yes, it means 16,384 columns we have. Again, we have some limitations in the case of columns as well. So you can't add 17,000 columns, 18,000, 20,000 columns in your Excel. Okay. And same thing, if you're working on Excel, in my if I'm talking about my past experience in my current organization, what is my experience? I'm using 100, maximum 100 columns, not more than that. In every company, I have used 50 to 100 columns, not more than that. Understood? But we have 16,384. It means 16,000 columns are not required in your real time. Understood? We have some
Yes.
extra spaces. Like if I'm opening one of my real time data, which one? This one. Let me close this data. I'm opening one template. This one template. Here I have applied multiple logical formulas and everything in the same template. This template is very heavy, 75 to 80 MB size. This template is connected with my Power BI and Excel dashboards with all. So that is the reason. This MB size is very like what 77 MB. Mhm. This is this will take 1 or 2 minutes. Like this is my first column. This data which I have downloaded from my portal, online portal. So from the online portal, we have only 50 number of columns, which got from this data. This is my online portal. Here from here, I am downloading this data, and from AY to BO, how many columns I have added? 17. So how many number of columns which I'm working on? 67 number of columns. and the data which I have added from AY column, from here to here, in every column I have added logical conditions, if errors, these things I will tell you in my Excel batch. This is very important thing. Formulas is the backbone. On the basis of these formulas, I'm getting the report. I'm publishing all the reports and what is my production, what is my score, and other things on the basis of this data, like text function. These things you have seen in the Excel course of content, like text function is blank, same things. So those formulas are very useful in your real time. This is my real time data. If is blank, if condition. This is my one of my favorite formula, nested if condition, where I'm using, and on the basis of some conditions which I'm using, if bi this value is greater than equals to 0 and less than equals to 6, then I will type aging less than 7 days. Same thing. If the same value is greater than equals to 7 and less than equals to 14, then my aging will be 7 to 14. Same. Understood? What kind of logical conditions I have applied in BL column? Guys, understood? Like this is some overview which I'm giving you. I'm not teaching about if condition. This is separate topic. In the upcoming days, I will teach you once I will start formulas. Understood, guys?
Yes.
Same thing. So this is very important formula. Same thing here in everywhere. If you noticed in most of the columns, I'm using nested if condition here from BJ to BO. Everywhere I'm using. Here I'm using text function in integer text combination. How to convert text function with the formula of integer. These are some extra formulas which are not added in your course, but I will teach you. This is VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP. This is very important formula. VLOOKUP with if. Okay. This is combination. I will teach you. Once I will teach you VLOOKUP, then I will teach about what is the role of if error. Okay. So this is my real. I'm closing this workbook. This is not required. So in the real time, yeah, you will be working max to max 100 columns, not more than that. Understood, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So what was my requirement like? How to add a new employee between 5 to 6. So just we have like one shortcut key, shift plus space. If you press shift space, it means whole row is selected. If you press control plus space, it means whole column is selected. From row number 1 to last row, whole column is selected. If you press shift space, whole data of your columns of row number 13 is selected. So let me add 8 number between A6 to A7. Just select A5 to A6. Select A6, press shift space. Now here, click insert sheet rows. This is basic use. Now instead of using basic things, how to how to do the same thing with shortcut key? Where is my shortcut key? Hmm. Alt H, I, then R. R. This is basic shortcut key. Alt H, I, R. Alt means first, like you will get multiple shortcut tabs of file, homes, insert these. Then H means it means you have entered in the home tab. I mean I would like to choose this option, insert, and then click on R. Understood, guys, how to insert rows between your data? Now here I can type like random number. Guys, understood how to insert rows in your table, in your data?
Yes. So
Same
sir,
thing.
for the column there will be C. Last letter will be C, right?
Yes, from column like like for example here, by mistake I have written here Wednesday. Okay. Now, for example, one data is not there. Now Monday, after Monday, we are showing Wednesday data and we are showing Thursday data. So it means I did one mistake in my data. So how to fill Tuesday data in your table? Understood my scenario? After Monday, the data of Tuesday is not available. Okay. Someone skipped the data and you are getting this uh, report from your agent. Guys, understood what is my scenario? What is my real time scenario? So how to insert, like how to add Tuesday data between Monday to Wednesday. Guys, understood my scenario?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So same thing. Either you can click on K column. Now whole column is selected with multiple rows. Like one column is selected with multiple rows. Here, one row is selected with multiple columns. Here, one column is selected with multiple rows. So what you can do, select Wednesday data, control space. Now here, press Alt H, then again press I. Now this time R option is disabled. Why? Because this time I have selected column. So that is the reason row option is disabled on your screen. Understood, guys? If I choose, if I choose again this data, shift space. Again, if I press Alt, then H, then I. Now in this scenario, in the first scenario, column option is disabled on your screen. Why? Because we have selected row number 8 with multiple columns. So I would like to insert one row number between 8 to 7. So that is the reason columns option is not applicable in this scenario. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Same thing is applicable if you choose, if you want to insert column. Now by this way, just press control space. Now we have selected one column, column K with multiple rows. Now if I choose Alt, then again H, then again I. Now this option is enable and R option is disable. Columns option is enable. Understood, guys? The moment if I press control, uh, if I press C, now what happened? One column is inserted between Monday and Wednesday. Any doubt, guys? If you want to repeat, again I can repeat. No doubt. Shall we continue it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now here I can type Tuesday. Now here I'm here I'm giving some random number, but in your real time, what is your accurate value? You can copy that value from your data and paste it here. Understood? Right now, I'm not copying, I'm not getting the data from real time. This is one of the example, like what kind of mistake we can do in the when while we are working in the Excel. Understood, guys?
Yeah.
So here I have typed full form, Monday, Tuesday, suppose 90. Same thing. Now the next thing is for deleting rows and columns. Same thing. Step by step, we are moving. Now my manager is saying, Wasim,
Sorry, sir, but I have one doubt, sir.
yes, please.
Sir, you have given one shortcut, Control Shift Plus. So it is a custom shortcut for inserting row and
Yes,
column.
it is. Yes, it is custom shortcut key. My first purpose is like have you understood the concept how to insert rows and columns? Have you understood?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Then I will teach you like custom shortcut key is much better than your basic shortcut key. But what is the use of basic shortcut key? On the basis of these shortcut key, you can easily understand what I am doing, what I'm teaching you, and what you are learning from this course. Understood?
Yes.
So let me okay, let me insert by this shortcut key. So okay, we have covered up basic shortcut key. Now the thing is same thing. Again, I'm adding A8 instead of typing here. Again, I'm adding. So first one is press shift space. Shift space is for rows row selection with multiple columns. This is proper definition. Okay, row selection with multiple columns. Multiple multiple
Ami,
columns
Ami,
and guys, can you please and control space for column selection with multiple rows. Understood, guys? This definition, have you understood? Multiple rows.
Yes.
If you press shift space, one row selection with multiple columns A, B, C, D till end. Everything is selected. XFD is your last column. XFC is your second last. And if you press control space, it means one column selection with multiple rows. Understood? So now what is my requirement? Again, I want to add one more employee A9 instead of this. It should this is correct place, but my manager's requirement is can you please add between the data? So how to add it here? Just select shift space row number 8 we have selected. It is not mandatory that every time you need to select row number 8. Everywhere you can add like here. If I select row number 4, now press Control Shift plus in that case. Control Shift plus. Which one? This one. So, no, this one. Sorry. This is your custom shortcut key. Control Shift plus keyboard. Control and press. Hold your control button and press Shift. Then hold these two keys and press plus button. Understood? How to insert instead of typing like Alt H I R. This is complex as compared to shift space control shift plus. This is much easier than your basic shortcut key. Understood, guys?
yes, sir. But this row selected in both the columns. Uh, can we add only a second column? Uh,
Yes, you can select multiple columns at one time. Like
sir,
what is the meaning like here
I want to add only in second column. I want to add a row in second column. How to add?
in second column? Okay, here
Only second column.
only second column. Okay, control shift. Now here you what you can do control shift plus press control shift. Here you can type uh, shift cell down. By this way you can insert. But what will happen? Your data will move. This is very rare useful. Like if you use control shift plus now control shift plus. If you click on right option, what will happen? These all data is moved to your right direction. Now here you can type a new data. Okay, without changing without any impact in other data. Just like if you choose control shift right cell. Okay, Now Control Shift right. So this whole data is moved from J to K column. Now the data which I have written here 57. This position of 57 is moved from J column to K column. Understood? So by this way, and if you want to insert without selecting any data, Control Shift plus and down by this way. Now here, if you click on insert row, now if you put your cursor here, if you click on insert cell, then you will get this option. This cell will move down. So, and if you want to insert by without selecting any data, just put your cursor here, click on insert option. Now whole data is inserted by mouse. In some cases, mouse is useful in in very rare scenarios, but most of the time shortcut key is very useful in every scenario. In mostly scenarios, we are using shortcut key. Understood? If you put your cursor here anywhere, now click on this option and click on insert sheet rows. If you want to insert column, now whole column is inserted between Monday to Tuesday. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Is there any doubt, guys? Same thing, just press Control Shift plus. You can add same thing is useful. It is depend on your selection. Like as I taught you, where as per your selection, like which is based on condition. As per my selection, as per your selection, if I select one column with multiple rows, so what will happen? One new column will be inserted before this column. Control Shift plus. Now the data of K column is moved to L. Now here you can add new data between these two. Understood, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now the next thing is how to deleting rows and columns. Same thing. Now my manager is saying, Wasim, uh, it is not looking so good. Like new joiner you have added in uh, between these list. Like every time new joiner would be here. A8 after A9 is your the updated one. Then A10 is updated one. Understood? What is the requirement? So what I can do here, I will remove the data. First, I will copy this data and I will paste it here. Here I have written. Now, how to delete this row? Because we have added duplicate entries in my data. The data of 8 is mentioned in row number 8. Then same thing, the data of same employee is mentioned in row number 11. Understood? So this kind of mistake we did in the data by mistake. So how to delete your data? Now we have analyzed uh, this scenario, like this is duplicate entries. We need to delete it. So what you can do, just again shift select one row with multiple columns you have selected. Here you can type Alt H. Here I will type here Alt H H D instead of I D. D means delete and R means row. Okay. Select Shift space Alt H D Alt. Just give me a moment. Alt H D. Now here R because this is a row. Understood, guys? Now we have deleted one duplicate entry from my table. Understood, guys?
Yes.
This is some like common practice, like common common mistakes that we are doing in Excel while we are preparing some MIS reports, data analytics reports for the managers, for the team management. So in that case, how to validate your data. So these are some basic steps. Again, shift space, Alt H, D, R. This is basic shortcut key. Now what you can do with custom, if you use this command for deleting the columns or rows in the data as per your selection. Okay, what kind of data you are selected? If you are selecting, if you have selected column, then in that case, this will delete. Like here, we have selected row. So if you press Control and minus button, like underscore button, control underscore or control minus button. Now row number, like row number 8 was deleted. Understood, guys?
Yes.
Same thing. Like if I mentioned, again, I did 2 duplicate entries here. So now I'm showing Tuesday data twice. That is incorrect. Understood? Guys, understood what kind of mistakes we are doing in my data? So how to handle those scenarios? So here we have done one more mistake. We have added Tuesday data twice. It means we are repeating the same data. This is a major mistake. Before you're publishing your report, we need to validate, like how, is there any duplicate entry? Is there any duplicate columns? What kind of mistakes we are doing? Okay. So what you can do, just select control space, one column with multiple rows and press same control minus keyboard, control minus. So the the date of last Tuesday is deleted. Understood the concept? Deleting rows and columns. Same thing, how to inserting rows and columns, how to deleting rows and columns. I hope that these shortcut keys, the topic and
Table,
concept is clear. Any?
I doubt.
Yep. Yes, please.
Table in all auto duplicate delete shortcut key.
Your question is if there is no duplicacy.
Yeah,
If there is no duplicacy, but if you mention no duplicacy, like uh, one another kind of mistake you can do, because these types of data, no, because this scenario is based on your duplicacy most of the time. Sometime if you had like extra by mistake you have added, this is some separate. Okay, by mistake I have added how many rows? 6 rows which are not required. So how to delete this row? Like now this time I'm showing this data to my manager. Now my manager is asking, why have you added this 6 rows, 6 rows? These are not required. Can you please delete these 6 rows? Understood? This is the alternate scenario where you can select this whole data. Shift space, and here you can use Alt H, D, R, Control Z. Control Z. Do you know Control Z? Undo button. Control Z. Undo. Like here, I'm using Alt H, D, R. Now whole data is deleted. If I press Control Z, you you got all your deleted rows. Understood? But if you type Control Y is redo. Redo. So here, if I'm deleting this, now if I press Control Z, so you got this data. But if you press Control Y, again we have deleted the same 6 rows. If you press Control Z, you got those deleted. Understood, guys?
Yes, yes.
And this is the alternate, like these types of by mistake, if someone is added 6 rows, in that case you can delete those data. Understood? This is alternate error. In this scenario, in some duplicacy, you can delete, or if we have some extra rows or columns between the data, extra columns, in that case, control space, select L2M column and press control minus. Now we have deleted all the data, all the unnecessary data from my table, unnecessary columns. Understood, guys? Guys, understood?
Yes, yes.
Now the next thing is how to hide rows and columns. Control 9 on top. This is like Alt HOUR for hiding rows. Now, for example, another scenario, like A4 is a new joiner.
So
Who is
can you
given?
mute the participants, sir?
Yeah, sure, please. Yes, we are getting some disturbance from. Is it fine right now,
Yes.
guys? Is it fine? Shall we start?
Yes,
Okay. So the next requirement is, suppose A4 is the new joiner. Which one? Suppose A1 is the new joiner, who is like which is production is very low as compared to tenured people. A1 is your new joiner, and these all are tenured employees. Understood, guys? My scenario,
Yes.
guys, understood? Yeah. Now, in this scenario, managers wants to show the production score of tenured people, except new joiners. Understood? A1 is your new joiner, and A A6 is your new joiner. I'm highlighting the value of new joiner, like same thing. Okay. So he wants to show the result of A2 to A5, then A7, then A8. Understood, guys?
Yes.
sir.
How many tenured people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 employees are there. Okay, 6 tenured employee. So what you can do, again, I want to hide row. So in that case, what we can do, press shift space for row selection, because I want to which data we need to hide. So the information of my A1 is available in row number 3, and same thing, the information of A6 is available in row number 8. Understood, guys? Just press shift select and press alt O H. Sorry, sorry, I'm not typing. I'm typing incorrect shortcut key. Alt H, then O, and here you hide for rows, hide columns. Okay. One row with multiple columns. Alt H, then O. Now we have entered in the format. Now press U and press R. Now if you noticed, after 2, 4 row number is visible on your screen. Understood, guys? How to hide rows?
Yes, sir.
Guys, understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Same thing here. Select your data
Please, can you repeat?
Here I'm repeating same thing. How to hide 6 A6. Okay, same exercise I'm doing here. Okay, so select your in A6, shift space for row selection because we want to hide row, not columns. So same thing, shift is a space for row selection. We have followed shift space and press alt, then H, then O, alt, H, O, press U, oh, alt, H, O, press U, and then press R. What is my shortcut key? Alt H, O for formatting, U for unhide, R for rows. Okay. Alt means you will get options of these shortcut options of these tabs. Then H, where you have entered in the home tab. Then O is used for format. Then U is used for unhide. Then R is used for hide rows. Understood, guys? This is the definition of your basic shortcut keys. Understood, guys? Again, I'm repeating.
Yes.
If you have any doubt, Alt H O U, then R. Now first row we have selected. Same thing, shift space, Alt H. Sorry, Alt H O U R. Now, what if we have like multiple rows? In that case, I will teach you once I will start filter function. Then in that case, you can select all the data at one time and you can hide it. Like how to hide selected numbers, like selected data, like A1 is your employee and A6. Alt H O U. Okay, same thing you can do. Or by how to hide both the things at one time, just select your data, shift space, then control, click on A6, shift space. Now we have selected both the data at one time. Now click on format option, go to hide and unhide visibilities and click on hide rows. Now both the datas are hidden. Understood, guys? Guys, understood?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, how to unhide the same thing? Nothing else. The table, the first row number, which is started from row number 2, and select your last row number, which is ending with row number 10. Select your whole data and shift space, right click, and click on unhide option. Now you will get unhide data. Understood?
Sir, it's on high data, any other field.
Just like here, if you noticed, after 2, 3 is invisible. After 7, row number 8 is invisible. Okay. So from which row number my data is started? My data is started from row number 2 and ending with row number 10. Understood? Because here
Yes.
from here we have created my data from name, and my last row and last column is n column, last row is 10. Okay. So what you can do, press Control Shift right and down. This is very useful shortcut key in every scenario. Control Shift right arrow for selection, then down arrow. It is depend on your by which way you are comfortable. Like either you can do control shift down arrow, right arrow. Okay, control shift right arrow, down arrow. This is both ways. So here, if you press control shift down and right, then you can select by this way. Control shift down and right arrow, or control shift right down by this way. Okay, so here we have selected from row number 2 to row number 10. Now press shift space for selection of how many rows? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rows we have selected. Now press shift space. I am counting unhide rows also as well. Now we have selected say, 9 rows with multiple like 16,000 columns. Just right click here, click on unhide option. Now we got unhide data like that is highlighted in the yellow color. Understood, guys? Guys, understood?
Yes.
Is there any data, any doubt?
No.
Okay. So only few shortcut keys are left. From tomorrow onwards, we will start formulas. Understood, guys? From tomorrow onwards, we will start formulas because formulas is very interesting topic as compared to shortcut key. Where once you will enter in the formulas, then you will see what is the use of these basic formulas. Then these formulas will be cover up within one day. If I complete shortcut keys within half an hour in tomorrow session, then you can some like 8 to 9 formulas will be covered up. Then on day 3, on day 4, your concept of dollar is very important. Dollar symbol is very important thing. Once you will start dollar, you will start to learn dollar symbol. Then in every formula, which is started from VLOOKUP to last one, which one? Data valid, sum product is your last formula. Where is that? Sum product. These all are very useful. So in every formulas, the concept of dollar is mandatory. Understood, guys? I think some product formula I have by mistake I have deleted. Okay, we need to, some product is very important formula. Okay, guys. Right now I am removing all the highlighted. Okay, this is blank screen. So day by day, if I complete 7 formulas, then I will highlight like how many formulas we have covered with the blue color, any color. Then next day we'll start max. Okay, this is an example. Understood, guys? Okay, thanks for your time, guys. See you in tomorrow session. Okay.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yeah, yes, please.
Your recording and your worksheets will be uploaded in Graphy.
Yes, from day 2, I will discuss with Tanveer Bhai and Firdaus. Then maybe from tomorrow onwards or day by tomorrow, we will the admin will upload. This session will be starting from Graphy or
Okay.
okay.
And the assignment will be also uploaded in Graphy,
Uh,
right?
let me discuss with Tanveer Bhai. Okay, from which
Okay.
date we need to start the session on Graphy because this recording will be uploading on YouTube. Okay, as a
Okay. Okay, sir.
on
Okay,
the
sir.
private mode for those who are available in the target batches, they can watch the recording session. Okay, this record.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Do you have any doubt, guys? Anything? Any query?
No.
Okay, guys. So thanks for your time, guys. See you in tomorrow session.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. क्या करेगा
You're asking something?